What is up, guys? It is Bucky and welcome to another tutorial. And in this little After Effects project, I'm going to teach you guys how to create a fake meteor shower. Now in this tutorial I'm just going to use a still picture instead of a video just cause I don't know, just cause I feel like it, but you can of course use a video if you want. So go ahead and keep your video clip on a separate layer than the layer we're going to be working on. And what you want to do above your video clip, or still picture if you want, go ahead and click Layer, New, Solid. And you're going to want to make sure you have a white solid because that's what color the meteor is going to be. And of course stars are white, so you can add a little blue tint to it if you want, but we'll keep it white. So go ahead and press OK and OK, and now you see you have a big white solid over your video. So what we need to do first is we need to make a particle to simulate the meteor or asteroid, whatever you want to call it. So with your layer selected, go ahead and click Effect, Simulation, let's see, CC Particle World. And what this is going to do is it's going to produce a bunch of particles. Now we see all these particles right here, but we only really need one for the meteor. So go ahead and scroll way back to the beginning. And what you want to do is first change a couple settings. The first thing you want to change is the radius. So go ahead and let's see where it is. Producer radius, and turn these all X, Y, and Z to 0. Now, as you can see, it just tightens it up a little bit. I mean, you really can't tell a difference right now because it was so small to begin with, but later on, you'll see what's going on. The next thing after that, let me go ahead and scroll right here, is you want to change all your physics to 0. So go ahead and change your velocity and your gravity and also your extra to 0. And now you see, instead of a bunch of particles ski, now you only have one particle right there, even though you can't even see it. So let's go ahead and turn this grid off. It's just annoying me. And now what we need to do is change the type of the particle. Now by default, let's see what it is. It's a line. And we want to change it to a lens convex. And this is just because a lens convex, this is how it interacts with that white background. And as you can see, it now takes the form of the background, which is white. And it's just probably the most accurate particle for what we're going to be doing, and that's creating an asteroid. For other effects, you want to choose other stuff, but for now, this is good to go. So now you see that there's just one particle chilling there right now. And while we're here, we might as well adjust the burst size and turn this way down to like 0.02 and this size down to like 0.02 or somewhere around there. We're going to be messing with this later on, but for now, here's a good start. So now that we lowered the burst size and the depth size, what you want to do is go to the point in your movie. I'm going to start mine in 2 seconds. You probably don't want to start it right at the beginning because it'll look unnatural. Go like 2 seconds in your movie or something. And what I like to do is go down here under my effect, CC Particle World, and Producer, and we're going to go ahead and edit the position. And what this is going to do is give the effect that it's traveling across your screen. So let's go ahead and keyframe out the position X and Y, and now go to, let's see how long you want your it to last for. Probably like a second or something, it would be flying across the sky. So go to like a second later and move your asteroid to where you want it. And I'm going to want mine to appear like it's going down and to the left a little bit. So what I'm going to do actually is I want to move it up to begin with. And there we go. And now let me just you could tinker with your position too. So right there, so that's pretty much where I want my asteroid to go. And you know what, I'm even going to do this, move it a little bit farther out. There we go. So now here's what we have going on right here, a beginning of an asteroid. Now you see the first problem we have right here, as this asteroid has like the world's longest tail in the world. So what we need to do to fix this is shorten the longevity. So you do this by, the longevity is how long the particle lasts. So go ahead and bring this down to about, I don't know, that looks about as accurate as an asteroid would be. So now it has actually, you want to shorten that down to about maybe even 0.2. There we go. So, let's see, no, I'm not happy with it. 0.24 game time right there. So this is about how long is an asteroid's tail would be. Perfect. So aside from this, the couple things you notice is it kind of looks like it's hitting a brick wall to begin with, and then as it ends, it's hitting another brick wall. And it's really unnatural. So when this travels across the sky, it's not like it automatically starts and ends just out of nowhere. So what we want to do is we want to change the opacity of this so it kind of looks like it's fading into the atmosphere and then like burning out or whatever the heck they do. So let's go ahead and not under your effects but under your transform for your main layer, we want to start messing with the opacity. So go to where the tail just comes out right about right there, and you want your opacity to keyframe it and then go a couple frames out and actually keyframe the first one at 0 because it's at nothing to begin with, and then keyframe it a couple frames later at like 63. That looks good. Now right before it stops, go ahead and change this to 0, and now go back a couple steps and keyframe this one at like, I don't know, you probably don't want it at 100 because it's not like it's a light you can see clearly, it's way off in the distance. So that looks a little better right now. What you want to do is probably move these keyframes around and just tinker with it. I mean, as you can see, it's not perfect right now because I'm trying to do this in under 10 minutes. But you can see it kind of gives effects that it's fading in. And you probably want to start a little earlier, but that's good for now. You guys can tinker with that. But as you can see, you get the basics of an asteroid fading in, moving across, and fading out, just like that. And one other thing, aside from tinkering it so it looks like it's coming in and leaving more realistically, the other thing you might want to do is, I'm going to change my birth rate. There you go, that's a little bit better. And you also might want to add a glow to it. In order to do this, go ahead and select your white solid and go to Effect, Stylize, Glow. And now you see you have a little glow to your asteroid. Kind of makes it look more, I don't know if it looks more realistic, but it definitely looks a lot cooler. So that is your 10-minute tutorial in how to make an asteroid fly across the sky in After Effects. So that's it for now. I'm out of time. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.